Hi, Dave Taylor here again, and this time I want to talk about the lowly keyboard. Yes, the keyboard that probably you use that's built into your laptop. Maybe you have an external keyboard for your tablet, or maybe it's the keyboard that came with your computer because you have a desktop machine of some sort. The reality is, though, those aren't designed to be the world's greatest keyboards, and especially with laptops, they tend to be designed for space constraints. I mean, they have to fit a lot of other stuff in there, not just the little keys and the keyboard. So if you're just plinking away sending an email to grandma, it's all good. But if you're a professional typist, a writer, if you actually do document management, if you're a gamer, there's a lot of people that spend a lot of time pushing different keys, and you've been missing out on something that you're not even aware of. Tactile feedback, accuracy, lack of ghosting, there's a lot of issues. So enter a German company called Cherry. And look at this, it comes with its own cover. How fancy is that? This is the Cherry MX Board 6.0. And this is a pretty amazing keyboard. Even comes with a little wrist rest, so we'll use that too. Assemble the whole thing. And here's what's nice, is that it is Mac and PC compatible. So you can plug it into pretty much anything that has a USB port and wants a keyboard. This is your baby. So let me plug it in, preferably without knocking over my cup of coffee. And okay, so we're up. Now here's something that I know you're not going to see very well on the video. These are light up red LED keys. It is very swag, very sick, as my son would say. And the Windows and function keys actually light up blue. So there's a whole look to it that's really cool. But what really makes this a winner is the feel when you're typing. Now, you can hear it's loud, but what you're gaining for that is you're gaining a really amazing feel. And I have to say that using this is kind of spoiling me for the keyboard on my computer, because I use this a ton. But the fact is that this is a very different aesthetic experience, and it will actually make you faster and more accurate. In fact, this is such a high-end keyboard that I actually want to give you a heads up on some of the specs. So the company calls this the world's fastest keyboard, because what Cherry does is they actually build the hardware switches and sensors that are inside keyboards. So this is their thing, and they're really good at it. They have a gold crosspoint precision module for each key. So each key has its own hardware setup. Every key is being read simultaneously, so I guess if you want to have the cat run across it and see what comes up, I don't know, I'm pretty sure that I've seen blog comments that look just like that. And anti-ghosting, no input errors. This thing's actually made out of aluminum. Oops, sorry about the hand rest. So it's heavy. This is not something that you want to just tote around unless you really seriously need it. Has function keys. You can actually deactivate the window key. A lot of Windows people like to do that to avoid errors when they're in the middle of working on something and suddenly, boom, you're back at the start tiles. That can be frustrating. So, you know, really not a huge amount I can say about this. Comes with a nice braided 6.5-foot USB cable. So plenty long enough for whatever your use situation is. And here's what you can think about. Think about taking your laptop, plugging the screen into a big, huge HD TV, plugging this keyboard into it, and then your laptop you just leave closed and sitting and charging, and now you have a huge screen and you can sit and relax and work on this beautiful keyboard. So, what you're thinking right now, I know you are, is, okay, how much is this thing? And here's the reality. This is a pretty spendy keyboard. This is really a top of the line, probably one of the very best external keyboards that you can buy. It's not wireless. You don't really want wireless. Wire is good because it transmits more data faster. This thing is retail $219. You can learn more about it, read the specs. I think they have a demo video. You could certainly get a better sense of the cool red LED, which I know you can't get on the video. Sorry about that. And you can check all that stuff out at cherry.de. Remember I told you it was a German company, but they do ship to the US, and they make other keyboards that aren't quite as high-end, but this MX Board 6.0 just released. It's a cherry of a keyboard, and you knew I had to end up saying that. So this is Dave Taylor. I have to get back to typing while I can, and while I can enjoy this beautiful keyboard, and I'll see you in my next video.